Something really exciting I want to share with you. That is something I have come up with doing my own experiences in life. Because I have been a lifelong truth seeker. I always wanted to understand what is life all about and what is reality and why is there so much suffering in the world and what motivates people. But more importantly, I try to understand what is the nature of life, what's the nature of humanity. This life that we are living here, is that real? Well, what is real? One thing I've come to understand that we human beings, or how we develop human beings, that was a very important question I asked myself. How do we develop? How do we grow? How do we become who we become? And so I've come to find that for us human beings, what directs the process of our own evolution is what we learn. We all are what we learn. And so you can actually say every person, however negative or positive, they are what they have learned. With this in mind, it can change your attitude of how you deal with people. When you understand that we all are what we have learned, you can begin to not take what other people say or do, or how they treat you even. You can learn to not take that personal, or you can begin to not take that personal. As you then understand, they are, or they do what they're doing, they act or react or behave the way they do, is because of what they have learned. And they need to act this way. Like many times when people ask, how come you do that to me? That's actually a question that's very misleading, because people don't do anything really to you. They do what they're doing for their own reasons, following what they have learned. Then we know that however somebody is behaving, however negative or rude or mean, how angry they are, now we can understand that it has nothing really to do with us. We just trigger something and then they act a certain way. The reason for why they act that way is because there's something within themselves. So this learning that I'm proposing here is very much focused on you and that you already have learned. Aside from the book learning and the academic stuff, it is really about what you have learned for yourself, about yourself, what you've learned from experience, and how through this your own mentality and personality has evolved, your own feelings, the way you think. And as you become aware of that for yourself, and you look at that for yourself, you can also then begin to see that in others. And then when people, however they're acting, you can understand that this is who they are. They're just following that, what they have learned for themselves. And by you becoming aware of that, you can then also learn other people, become more aware of them, and then you can also help them to see themselves more clearly through you. By doing that, we all can help one another greatly to see ourselves more clearly and to heal those aspects within ourselves, the negativity, the hurt feelings, which we tend to project outwardly towards others. That's how we can actually learn each other, and we can learn ourselves. We can learn to realize, to actualize ourselves.